holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Jacobs. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Markel Lee leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Newton. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Here's Newton. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run it here with Gordon. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Newton. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of the game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll drop the throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Rip left, rip left.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
That's it, baby. We got one. At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever. They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Newton on 1st down. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. The shotgun snap for Newton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chargers 7, Raiders nothing.
Run it! Mark 49. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come again. Check three.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Second and 10. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a 1st down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, B. Big Sears right here.
He'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Again, he'll drop to throw. He gets it to Thomas. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it. Yes. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Mike's 50. Yeah, let's get set lunch. Hey, 50. 50's a must.
Back to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Watch the twist.
Great.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon, the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there by Gordon. 62 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for first and 10.
Here we go. Six guys. Check 6 guys. 58 to Mike. 61. Let's walk. Right. You remember me. Let's go, baby.
Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
The Raiders
Let's go.
first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
We play to win. Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at their 49-yard line.
I got it.
Second and 5. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home. And they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Newton now to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
Check.
At the 47-yard line.
On first and 10, Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They run it with Jacobs. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Newton now to throw. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check 26, check 26.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. 3 down, 3 down. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Gun.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. Not here.
Here's Gordon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch QB's up. Switch.
Gun.
This is Gordon. And he's got room. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 20.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
55.
From the red zone now, Newton. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they aren't able to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Newton. And he comes back with one complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on 2nd half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the 2nd half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Check the 46-yard line.
Jacobs now. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, here comes Jacobs. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. It's complete to Williams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. This quarterback now 9 of 17 through the air. They'll set up a throw. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
Third and long.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. There defensively was Nasir Adderley making a nice play.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made us first. This now from 46 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This is fielded at the goal line. And an alley to run. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way we you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Second and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
Good job.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll set up to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Joey Bosa. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already.
Let's get this.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now Newton. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 4 yards out. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Jacobs. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Back to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Mike 58, right there.
Oh, yeah.
8.
Here we go.
Gun.
Here we go again.
Newton on 1st down. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll roll him out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and forever. And he's going to go down again. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time.
And the Raiders have got him. Well, there was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Newton. He's airing it out for Williams. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now the 2nd-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and think, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Undercrunch.
Gun.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gordon. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? That's what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this backup let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,
there goes Melvin Gordon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle.
But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
At the 35-yard line.
Bravo. Echo. Showing up.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. They set the goal beginning of the year, hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now it'll be interesting to see how they respond as a team, because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go. I want to see if they're going to continue to fight, scratch, claw, do whatever to try and get as many wins